Hello, folks. How you doing? Glad to be with you today. Uh, I'm gonna talk about a constellation. Well, start off talking about a constellation because the ancients put information in the constellations, information about living life. Therefore, it would always be there. In other words, the mythology of the ancients, the Kemites, they put it in the stars. And hence we have the constellations. So that when one looked up there, he could spot the constellation and he would know what knowledge was, let's say, hidden in that constellation. We're talking about the constellation Bootis. That's the husbandman, the harvester. He's the one who carries around with him the shepherd's hook or crook, whatever they call it. He carries that around, indicating that he is the husbandman and that he is the one who controls the forces or the sheep. He's the one that deals with the production, the crops, etc., like the farmer does. Okay? So along with this shepherd's hook, he also carries sometimes a sickle, which is also the sign of husbandman. Well, sometimes you might see an image with two streams, not water, two ropes or something, indicating two, or the two truths. The two truths of shade and light, which deal with breath. Shade breathing through the left nostril, light breathing through the right nostril. Okay? So we see in these emblems, some of what is hid in the sign of, or the constellation of Booties. Now we see that the pharaohs, or so-called nutters, referred to as gods, of the Kemites, they carry a little crook or hook, like the shepherd's hook. That used for like gathering and so forth. Gathering, let's say, the nutters together, nutters meaning gods, gathering these together, gathering the forces within the body, the human body, together. We also see that this hook that they carry has colors. It has like maybe a bluish color and a light tannish color. Well, that again is the shade, the blue, and the light color. Okay, the light, shade and light, negative and positive breaths. So important breathing is, how important breathing was to them. That is rhythmical, regulated breathing, deep breathing. So this breathing now, okay, you can cause the primeval matter within the body, okay, to rise up. And be gathered, like the shepherd gathers the flock. These are the nutters, you see. Primeval matter. Everybody has it within them, you see. So now we also have another emblem carried by the pharaohs and the gods of the Kemites, called the Nekhaga. This is the one that's shaped like a whip or a flail. It has with it, let's say, it symbolizes the power of dominance, control, understanding of the forces within. By understanding and controlling these forces, okay, the person, the practitioner, we should say, cause these forces to obey laws, to follow the will of the practitioner. Laws as set forth by the practitioner, because it's his body that he's dealing with. It is like when particles, celestial particles, or particles from space come to Earth, they obey the laws of Earth. The same thing with the human. Whatever it is in the human that the practitioner is interested in and controlling, he must make it obey the laws as set forth by him, or perhaps by prescription, if he's following instructions. So what these symbols ultimately do is they create balance within the human, balance and equilibrium, silence. The cerebral cortex becomes silent. In other words, they not thinking. No thinking is going on. That is silence. And this occurs as a result of reconciliation of passions. Because it's passionate energy, uncontrolled. Because all sorts of thoughts to occur and go through a person that people can see that they experience this phenomenon. Thoughts that appear without seeming any reason. They come and go. The person may be thinking of one thing, and a minute later he's thinking of something else, or other thoughts are appearing, indicating that the person is not really in control. Well, now we go back to Booties, the constellation, and we see that he has the emblems of control. Well, he wants to control the flock of thoughts, in the case of the human. He wants to control the primordial matter within him, so that he can cause the netters to rise at will, whenever he wishes. When conditions are set within the human body for something to happen, it is going to happen no matter what. It cannot refuse. When conditions are set that are aligned with what a person has willed to occur within his body, that event is going to take place. It cannot refuse. And so when conditions are set for the god or the nutter to appear, you see, it cannot refuse. It must come forth. This is the law of necessity. When conditions are set that are aligned with some event that has been willed to take place, that event is going to come forth. No matter what, it's going to happen. This is the power of the will and the person. When he is aware that he has this power, he has this control, or she has this control. Like in the scriptures, the Kimite god Haru says that he has come to carry out the will of his father, meaning the person, the practitioner. Okay? Who are one and the same. We see this in the mythology when the father assimilates to the son, or the will, his own will. He assimilates to it, he becomes one with it through knowledge. Now, the objective of the ancients was to acquire knowledge. That's living life. Once this knowledge is obtained, once it pours forth from primordial matter, it's the netter, you see, he has gained knowledge and control over himself, self-knowledge. Of course, people say they know themselves. Well, they're talking about their personality. It's a difference, the difference between night and day, really. So we see now how the constellation, Booties, contains secrets or mysteries. Each constellation has its mysteries or secrets, you see. Put there by the ancients, that is information put in those constellations. This is why they describe the the constellations in the sky in the first place. They didn't do it just for some type of design. They did it with a purpose, to contain the secrets and mysteries of their mystery system. Okay, thank you, folks, and it was good talking to you. Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe. Appreciate that very much. And have a good day. And get back with me. I have a lot more to talk about. Thank you and goodbye.